Okay, guys, so let's start. So today's the topic is about virtual wire. Topic name is virtual wire, or you can say transparent firewall. Okay, so what does it mean actually? So see, if up to now, okay, we were using firewall, we in Palo Alto we were using in the routed mode. What does it mean actually, the routed mode? The routed mode means, if I'm talking about, so it means the same Palo Alto on the same device, we were able to do the routing. We were able to configure the routing there. We were able to configure NATing there. We were able to configure quality of services and all these type of. It means all the like VPNs also, all the routing features there. Router feature you can say. Okay. So plus this is about your then firewall because L3 to L7 filtering. So these things we have configured actually in the routed mode. So now the thing is, if I'm talking about Palo Alto here, so this is a combination of the two devices, even three devices, we can say that is about router, then about one firewall, and that is about L3 to L7 L4 filtering, 3 to 4, and plus about your NG-IPS. So means overall you can say this is about your router, okay, plus firewall, which is about L3 to L7. Now, the thing is, what is virtual wire and what is the transparent firewall concept? The concept is now I don't have to use my Palo Alto firewall as a gateway. I don't want that. Okay, means as a gateway, I don't have to use it over there. Okay, means I don't want its routing features. Okay, or you can say you have to disable its routing features. Okay, we have to disable it. We have to disable it. That's it. So we have to disable. That's okay, good. So it means my Palo Alto firewall, I just want to use it as a firewall itself only. No, okay, this is about firewall, not as a router. So that concept is known as about your transparent firewall. That is about a transparent firewall. So now we have to deploy our firewalls in the network. Okay, so we can do the, if I'm talking about deployment concepts here. So we have, there is a two type of deployments. The first deployment, if I'm talking about, this is, it looks like this way. Consider this is then the new network or new setup over there means, like, let's consider this is, see, how many devices do we need first of all? Let me open the Paint. So see, first of all, I need one Palo Alto here. Okay, I need one edge router, or I can use as a ASA. This is considered one of my ISP. After that, I have one edge router here. Okay, the router which is connected towards ISP, but I'm not using it as a firewall. Only my edge router here. Okay, this is the router. After that, we have to use here Palo Alto. This is my Palo Alto now, and this Palo Alto as a virtual wire. Like this way, I have to use it. Virtual wire means you can say this is as a transparent fan. So this is connected like this way. Okay. After that, one switch will be there. This is the one of the switch actually, and this is my switch here. And now I have two end devices. Okay, this is the new setup I'm doing it. Okay, this is in a new network. Okay, so that's why it's easy for me to deploy the Palo Alto like this. So now what will happen here? So this device, okay, this is the router here, and this device here I'll perform routing on. I can perform routing on that. I can configure VPN on that. Okay, I can configure quality of services on that. So like this way, I can configure a lot of things on the router. Means all the features of routers I can configure on that. And here I'll do L3 to L7 filtering. Okay, whatever the policies I have to configure, I'll configure here only. So let's consider this is my network 10.20.1.1.1.0/24. This is the one of my network here. And out of this network, I'm assigning here one IP 10.1.1.1.1. And next 10.1.1.1.2 here. And this is about 10.1.1.1.10. So this is it's mine IP. IP of this device, and this is IP of the device. Okay. Now, so I have to configure now gateways on these two devices. Okay, I have to configure gateway here. Okay, and then I have to configure gateway over these things. Okay. Now, so if you have to configure the gateway, see guys, your Palo Alto now in the time when we are using as a virtual wire or when we are using in the as a transparent firewall, so then you can't use it as a gateway. As a gateway. You can't use it as a gateway. So guys, if I can't use it as a gateway, and on this one, even we don't have any no IP address here. Means we don't have to assign any IP addresses on that. Guys, some of you have already completed ASA, I think so, and some of you maybe I think completed FTD. So same in ASA and in FTD, we have the same concept, but on that time we have to assign one IP address on this particular Palo Alto. Means on ASA. Let's consider you are using ASA in the transparent firewall mode, in the transparent mode. So then we have to configure IP address on that time. Without IP, that is not going to work. But in this scenario, guys, we don't have any IP address. No IP addressing. Okay. So now if I'm talking about gateway here, so what is the gateway do I have to assign? The gateway will be 10.1.1.1.10, and then gateway will be here 10.1.1.1.10. Okay, this is the first interface of the firewall, and this is the second interface of the firewall. So the concept is ki, okay, all these things are configured and all, but how the traffic will travel from here? What is the concept behind that? Now, guys, actually, I'm giving you just one basics idea. Ki if we are using ASA, let's consider if you are using ASA and all at the place of the Palo Alto. So then we have to create one concept there that is about BVI, Bridge Virtual Interfaces. Bridge faces on Cisco devices. This concept is for those Cisco devices itself. That's it. Okay. This is for Cisco devices. Make sure this is for the Cisco device. Okay. But if I'm talking about for the Palo Alto, so the Palo Alto, we have the concept of virtual. This is for the. So the question is, Ki Amit, what is all these things? What is a virtual firewall and all? So these guys, virtual wire is in a virtual interface. It's an interface. Yes. Before that, if I'm talking about in the previous classes, we used to this is a Palo Alto. In the previous classes we were using, and we were assigning the different IP addresses. This is about inside. This is about outside. This is about DMZ. And all these interfaces we were using as a Ethernet. Ethernet means we were using physical interfaces. We were using physical interfaces there. But this time we have to use physical interfaces, and we were assigning the IP addressing on and all on that. But this time what we have to do, we have to create one virtual interface this time. Yes. Now what we have to do, we have to create virtual interface. Okay, and what is that virtual interface? Is known as virtual interface is about vWire. That is about vWire. vWire means about virtual wire. Okay, within this one, within this wire, then after that we have to assign physical interface into vWire. Okay, you can say right now vWire is a type of framework which we have to use it. Okay, on this Palo Alto we have to go there and we have to create one vWire. Okay, vWire means this is about virtual interface framework over there. So this is looks like this way. One of the virtual vWire we have to create, and within that we have to assign two interfaces, interface 1 and then interface 2. Okay, so means this interface and this interface we have to assign into the vWire. So when you will assign into the vWire, so on that time those interfaces will act as in a single interface there, because see, virtually what is the interface? Virtually we have one interface, that is vWire. So on that time these two interfaces will act as in a single interface. That's it. Okay, so on that time no IP addressing concept, nothing is required. So this concept we have to use in the concept of when you're establishing a new network there. But we have one more concept there Let me explain that one also. After that, things will be clear. Okay, let's consider this as ISP and this is my router here. Okay, then we have one switch here. Most of time in the industry, we do this implementation, which I'm doing right now. And this is Palo Alto here. Okay, and these are the two. This is the end device. And now I'm connected with this one. Okay, this one. This is connected here, and now this is connected here. So simply what is happening here is simply this is the switch and this is the Palo Alto. Let's consider you are working in this is an ongoing network. This is going on there, okay? And this is a router and this is the ISP here. In that your network, you are not using any firewall or nothing. You are not using anything. So what is then things there? Key this is, let's consider same 10.1.1.0/24 network I'm using. .10 IP I'm using here, and here I'm assigning the IP address as a 10.1.1.1. And gateway, if I'm assigning here, that is 10.1.1.1. Now, so what is happening? Let's consider there is a server on the ISP side. Okay, there is a server here. Okay, and this server is connected with the like this. And if you have to access this particular server from this particular PC, so most of time, let's consider you are generating any traffic here. Let's consider this server IP is about let's consider this IP is 10 dot, or sorry, not 10 dot, 15.1.1.1. And I have to access it via browser. Okay, that could be HTTPS also as anything. HTTPS then about 15.1.1.1. I have done this. So when I have done this thing, so first of all, my traffic generates and traffic will goes to the switch. Okay, switch will send it to the router and router to the ISP and ISP to this one, and then reply will come back this way. So this is the normal network you're going on. But now, as a network admin, let's consider day by day your company is growing. Okay, and now guys, you need some firewalls in your network here. It's you actually consider it, and now you need some like firewalls in the network. So, but actually you have invested a lot of money on this router, and this is a very higher end router, and you don't want to replace it. So the thing is, you need a one Palo Alto here. Okay, let's consider you are using Palo Alto. Could be ASA, could be FTD, depends on you. But right now we are using Palo Alto here. So when I'm using the Palo Alto here, so the thing is, Palo Alto I can use into two modes. One is in the routed mode I can use it. Okay, and one is I can use it as a virtual wire, means transparent mode. Two options I have. I can use it into the routed one, and second I can use it into the as a virtual wire, or you can say that is transparent firewall. So the thing is, right now I don't need this firewall as a routed mode in the routed mode, because the reason is I'm already using one router. I need it into the this mode here. So if someone is asking, maybe you're joining some ABC company, and if they're asking you, okay, no need to deploy your Palo Alto in the routed mode, you have to deploy into the virtual wire or could be transparent there. So then thing is, key means they're asking you, key don't use your firewall as a router there. Use it just as a firewall. That's it. So then what you have to do, see, if I'm talking about Palo Alto, so according to this perspective, we have two interfaces. This is about, you can say, LAN side. This is, you can say, inside, or you can say this is about LAN. And this is about outside, and this is about, okay, this one. So now the same thing we need here two interfaces. One interface I need for the inside, and second I need as a outside. One I need as a inside, and second I need it as a outside. So let's consider this is the one of the interface E1. This is the interface E2. Okay. So this interface, E2 interface, I have to keep it as a outside, or you can say towards the WAN side. And this one, I have to keep it as a inside or the LAN side. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do here, we have to create one virtual wire here. Means one virtual interface, virtual wire interface I have to create. And within that, I have to assign two interfaces. Let's just consider virtual wire. It's a type of virtual interface, guys. And let's consider this is that interface here, virtual wire interface. and within that I have to assign two different interfaces. One is E1 and second as a E2. So means one, it will act as a like a bump between the one single wire firewall and this is single virtual. So the thing is, now you have to make sure that this is interface one, interface number two, interface number three, and interface number four. Okay. So now the thing is, okay, let's consider this is a Palo Alto you have added, you have created the virtual wire and all. Okay. So the thing is, and you have configured so many policies on that. One policy you interzone, okay, because this is the one zone, this is the another zone. Okay. So now the thing is, let's consider you are generating from your traffic, any traffic from here. So, but still this traffic will travel like this way only. Okay. There is a reason for that. This traffic will be travel like this way. The reason being is, you see, we have 10.1.1.1.10 into right now. What one by default VLAN we have, that is VLAN 1, and all the interfaces 1, 2, your first interface, second interface, third interface, and then fourth interface. All these interfaces are the part of the same VLAN. So what is happening if I have one MAC table on my switch? Okay, or maybe let's consider here if we have this one ARP cache we have on this particular this one we have ARP cache. So here we have IP as a 10.1.1.1 as a let's consider A, okay, and this is 10.1.1.1.10 as a B here. This is MAC address A here, and this is MAC address B on this side. So already ARP and everything is already done, everything is going fine. Actually, as a network admin, what I have done, I have configured this Palo Alto here. Okay, I have deployed here. I have configured virtual wire and all, and I have configured some policies on that. And according to that policy, maybe your telnet traffic is stopped or something means rules I have created. But what is the issue I'm getting here? When I'm sending the data towards the switch, it's not going towards the Palo Alto here. How it's going? It's coming to this one. Switch will check in its CAM table. Do I have any entry for the B? Yes, that is on the fourth interface, and it's sending it directly to the router. Means I have invested 20 lakh rupees on Palo Alto, license and everything is there. I have done so many configuration, but still I'm getting one problem is there. My traffic is directly going like this way. Last time I was not getting this type of issue because in between only I was using my Palo Alto here. Because on that time the data first of all was coming to the switch, and from switch it was going to the Palo Alto and Palo Alto to the router, and then it's going this way. So I was not getting any particular issues on that time, but this time I'm getting an issue here. And what is that issue? The issue is that my traffic, when it's going to the switch, directly switch is sending to the outside. It's not sending to the Palo Alto side. Because I have configured rules on the Palo Alto. So obviously, traffic should be redirected towards the Palo Alto thing. Okay, but it's going straight. Are you getting my point or not, guys? Okay. So the solution is with this thing. If you are doing this thing, this implementation is very simple. But in this one, you have to add one thing here. Okay. The thing is, on this switch now, create two VLANs here. Create VLAN, two new VLANs, create two new VLANs here. VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Create the two VLANs. And then put these two interfaces in a same VLAN and those two interfaces into the same VLAN. Put these two into the same VLAN and that is into the same VLAN. Clear? So then this is we configure here VLAN 10 and configure this as VLAN 20. So it means first and second interface should be the part of this one, and third and fourth interface should be the part of. So what will happen this time? Once you will do this thing, traffic will come here, then it will be part of the same VLAN. It will goes to this thing. Then once it will come here, virtual wire is there. This is the pre-configured rule of the virtual firewall, or you can say it's in the pre-configured behavior of any virtual wire. If virtual wire is getting any any type of traffic on any interface, it will forward to the second one. In a virtual wire, you can use only two interfaces. So this is the behavior. If some traffic is coming on the E1 interface, it will forward to the second one, and if it's coming on the second one, then it will forward it to your first one. So this is the behavior. So first of all, traffic will come here. It will send it to this one. It's coming on the E1, and now from E1, once it will goes to this one, after that it will check the policies. If some policies are there, so then good. Otherwise, it will forward to this one, will come back like now. Next time again, if it's coming back like this way, it's going back here, going back this one, going back this one. So like this way, guys, your traffic will be traveled. So this is the concept of transparent, or you can say virtual wire here in your Palo Alto. This is very simple. See, you know how to configure the policies on the Palo Alto. Okay, we have configured. Okay, so let's consider when your data is going like this way. So it's going from one zone to another zone. So then you have to configure inter-zone communication. So all these things then you have to configure. This is Palo Alto concept. Is that clear or not? And on Palo Alto, there is a no IP, nothing. This is the concept which we have to use now. So now in my lab, what I'm going to do here, see, this is a virtual switch because on ESXi, I'm going to be show you. So this is my virtual switch here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the three devices here. One inside PC, second router, because once my data will reach here, after that it will be easily, it will travel after to the ISP. Because here we have to configure default route and all that, so automatically it will be travel to the ISP. So my main thing is that I have to send my traffic, okay, from this device to the like this way. I need this. So this thing I'm going to be configured now. So on ESXi, I have already one virtual switch. So now what I have to do, I have to use one inside PC, one router we will use it, okay, and we will keep it this router as a edge device, and one Palo Alto. And then this interface, we will assign, okay, we will configure here one VLAN. VLAN I will assign here 101, 201. VLAN name I'll assign here, 1 second. Okay, so if I'm talking about VLANs here, so I'll assign the VLAN name. The VLAN name I'll create here as a inside PA VLAN and VLAN 101 for this thing. And here I will assign these two. Clear? So now we have to keep what? We have to keep this thing into this VLAN over here, this device into the. Got it? So this is the scenario which we have to keep it here. So I'll show you on the Eve as well, and then I'll show you on the your Palo Alto as well. I'll show you into the both. So before starting the lab, guys, I want to ask you, do you have any doubt now? Any questions? So let me go back with your classes. This is about Palo Alto. Okay, I'll use. Okay, let me open. We will just do some modification into this one only. Okay. Not this one. Let me go with a new lab only. Okay. So this is a virtual wire lab. Okay. So here, let me. One Palo Alto I need here. Okay. I need two devices. I'll use router here. Two routers I'll use. One as an inside router. Okay. One as the edge router. This is the inside router I'll use, and this is as a edge router here. And then I'll use one switch into that with this one, and then let me add here switch. This is added. Okay. You can use firewall also here if you want. It's totally up to you. Okay. This is one more router. Let me need. So this is I have connected here. Okay, and one more. This is one of my management device which will be connected with the Palo Alto. So let me connect here this one. This is connected. This with this one. Okay, and this is with the this one. This is all. And this one, whether this one here, two interfaces I need here, and one more interface I need, like this way, and assign it. Let me connect here now, and let me connect with the management interface. This is that's it. Okay, so this is the lab setup which we have to use it. Nothing else. Okay, so this is started. Okay, this is started. So same now, what we have to do here, let me just assign the IPs and all, just 2 minutes, 10.1.1.1.1, about 18. .10.1, so keep it here, 10.10. Sorry guys, okay. So like this way, we have to do live on the way now. So see, so here on the switch, on this particular switch, we have to create the two VLANs here. So let me write down the VLANs here. This is about VLAN 10. Okay. Now the thing is VLAN 10, and then we have to create, one second, what are the interfaces? Z00 and Z0/2. So two interfaces I have to assign into this one, Z0/0 and Z0/2 here. We should assign to this one. This is like this way, and this is about this one here. Got it? So like this way, we have to assign the interfaces into that. Okay, and here I have to create one virtual wire. I have to create one virtual wire, and within that, I have to assign two interfaces, E1 and E2. Okay, so this is the thing which we have to assign. That's it. Okay, so these are the things we have to do it here. Okay, so you can do here also, but it will take time, as you know, previous last time when we did this thing. So it took so much time. So this thing, this particular switch, I'm going to use as a virtual switch on my ESXi, because as you know, on ESXi we are always using a virtual switch. This is as a virtual switch here, and here on ESXi.
The class is going on.
This is here. Clear game? So let's start it. I'm going to use this Palo Alto here 160. Okay. And I need one inside router. This is the inside router I'll use it. This is the Palo Alto, and one more router I'll use it here. Router outside. Any router? Is there any router? This router I'll use here, and this rename, that is about the edge router here. Edge router Palo Alto. Okay, so this is the edge router Palo Alto, and this is my inside router here. Okay, so like that we have to assign the IP addresses and all. So let me mention here the IP addresses: 10.1, 10.2, 10.10 here, and we have to create here VLAN. VLAN 10. The name to this VLAN I will assign here as a. Let me assign one name to this one. The name will be inside Palo Alto VLAN 1.1. I'll assign here. Okay, 1.1. And this is as a outside Palo Alto VLAN do not work. Okay, so this is PA, this thing. So these are the two VLANs which I'm gonna assign it case. Okay, so this is according to this one. So let me create the first of all two VLANs on my virtual switch. So how I'll create the VLAN? Let me close this thing once and let me go here and let me log in into this one. Do it panda@12. Okay. So this is about inside Palo Alto VLAN 101. Okay, and the second is about outside VLAN 201. Okay, 201. So, but at least I have to add it. VLAN ID I forgot to assign 201. Okay, and 201 is done. And if I'm coming back here once more, inside VLAN, let me assign its ID as well. I forgot to assign the ID. This is about 101. This is also there. Okay, come back. So my both VLANs are ready now. Both the VLANs are ready here. Okay, so now go back, open with your workstation now. Open with your workstation. So let me take all the devices here. Inside router. This is the inside router here. My Palo Alto there, and now let me take edge router also. So where is edge router here? Edge router Palo Alto. So only these three devices I need. So first of all, I have to put this interface into this VLAN here on the router interface. This is the inside router. So let me assign there. This is here. Go to the settings. At the place of the inside PA, let me assign here new VLAN. Just I have created inside PA there. That is done, and that is assigned. Okay. Same with the outside router. This is about outside VLAN. Put it in the outside VLAN there. Change this about outside VLAN here. That is okay. 201 done. And go to the Palo Alto now and assign one by one both the interfaces. Inside, assign it as an inside PA. First of all, inside one, and this is about outside. Assign it to the outside. So this is done, and I have assigned to the VLANs. Clear? On this router, let me check the IP address here. Show IP interface. Okay. So 30 something IP addresses I have. Let me change it. Let me change the IP address interface Z1 IP address as a 10.1.1.10 255.255.255.0. No sure. Exit. Show IP interface. Brief. That's it. Let me come back with the inside router. What are the IP do I have to assign? 10.1.1.1.1. So let me assign the same IP. So show IP interface brief. Let me check it. Do I have IP? 50 or something I have. So let me assign here IP address on G1 interface. IP address as a 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. 10.1.1. So show IP interface brief here. That is done. So let me check here. Do we have any default out over there? So don't have any routes. So that's good. Go back with the outside router also. Just 1 second, let me check here. Do I have any routes for that? Nothing. We don't have any default routes and all. Nothing. So we have assigned the IP addresses here. So this is the show IP interface P and 10.1.1.1, and this is about show IP interface 3 pair 10.1.1.10. Everything is done. That's it. So now I have to go with the Palo Alto. Palo Alto I have already assigned into the different VLANs. We can say inside PA this one and this one. Let me log in into that. So this is my Palo Alto guys 160. Okay. So just I have refreshed it. Second Palo Alto is not required right now. We are done. Okay. So now go to the network interfaces. Okay. First of all, this is the Palo. Okay. Delete this tunnel. Yesterday we were using it. I have deleted it now. Go with some virtual router. Do we have any routings and all that? Let me delete it because yesterday this is the same firewall I'm using. So this is delete. Make it okay. Go to the any interfaces. Okay, tunnel interface. Loop back here. VLAN here. Ethernet this one. So some IP addresses we are using here. Okay, so let me remove the IP addresses from here. Okay, let me assign like this way only. 1 second. Keep it like this way. I have deleted two things and let me delete it. Let me means commit this. Virtual wire. So can you see the same thing we have here also? Okay, vWire LAN, and all that. Okay, so we have to start from here now. First of all, we have to create the zone. Okay, and we have to add it as a virtual wire. And after that, we have to create the two zones, a virtual wire LAN and virtual wire WAN over there. And then we have to create one virtual wire, and then we have to add to the interfaces over. Okay, so first of all, we have to create the zones actually. Zone we have to create like inside outside zone we have now. So same, create the zone there that is about the inside wire zone. Inside, sorry, you can say vWire LAN or vWire WAN over. So this is done. Now, first of all, go with objects and go to the network and go with the zones. So we have inside outside DMZ tunnel we have. Let me create vWire and all. So this is about vWire for the LAN and type is about virtual wire. That's it. This is for the LAN. Same vWire and WAN. Virtual wire. So this is this one. So we have to create the first of all, two zones, and both the zones we are done with that. After this one, we have to create one virtual interface. I told you what is this virtual VLAN actually, vWire actually. vWire is type of this particular type of interface here. So first of all, we have to create this virtual wire and then we have to assign the interfaces. So you can see in the PPT also, first I have created first VLAN, then we have vWire LAN and WAN, and now create one virtual wire. Okay, and how to create the virtual wire now? Go to the virtual wire into virtual wire here, and now click add here and assign here name as a NH virtual wire. Interfaces, if you want to assign from here only, you can. Right now we haven't configured anything on the interfaces, so that's why it's not showing, and make it okay. So right now you can see, and you can see here, do you have any option to add any another interfaces? No, only two interfaces in a single wire we can add. Two interfaces, interface 1, interface 2. We haven't assigned any interfaces right now. Okay, so I have just created the zone and I have just created one virtual wire, nothing else. And now go to the interface, go to the interfaces. Which interface? This one. This is I have to use as an inside, assign it as a virtual wire. See, right now config in advance. If I'm doing here as a L3, it will ask you to assign the IPv4, IPv6. But if I'm using it as a virtual wire, it's not asking any IP addresses. So now virtual wire is what? Virtual wire created by me, NHV wire, and security zone created by me only. This is the V wire LAN and assign. So can you see virtual wire, IP address none, virtual router none right now, tag none, nothing is there right now. Go with the second one again. See, same things you have to use it over there. You can see this. Same now, make it as a virtual wire. Virtual wire, this one is about NHV wire, and security zone is vWAN outside. This is all. I have assigned the IP. I have like on the interfaces. I have assigned here virtual wire, virtual wire. Last time I have created one virtual wire. Interfaces was not there, and now you can see interfaces came here. E1 and E, and just commit it. Right. Commit this. That's it. On the interfaces you have done. Then after that you have to create the policies, and then you have to allow the traffic. That's it. So this is. Let it be done here, guys. Validation error like network. Okay. Phase one. Okay. Actually, you 1 second, guys. Let me restart my Palo Alto because of tunneling and concepts and all. This is getting some issues here. Revert to snapshot. 1 second. We will get a new refresh, new Palo Alto right now. Just wait for the 2 or 3 minutes. It's getting restarted. Otherwise, we have to remove so many things over there. So that's why. So we will do these steps again. It will take 2 minutes hardly. And after that, your traffic will be divert. Okay, the traffic will be divert from once it will come here, will go to like this way. You have to configure policy according to your requirement, and then you have to like this way. Yes. Like this way, your virtual wire concept works. So just wait for the 2 minutes. Okay, let it be done. Okay, because that firewall we have restarted. Okay, so just wait and watch. Actually, we have started it. Wait for some time. Okay, 5 minutes at least, and up to that time, if you have any doubt, if you have any question, you can ask me. Guys, tell me one thing. Do you have any idea about the remote VPN? Yes, guys, any idea about the remote VPN? No, because next on the topic is about your remote VPN. Okay, and that is about global protect. The practical not possible because the reason being is license-based concept should be there. So this is a global protect. Okay, so this is about global protect, right? Yeah, global protect here. Okay, PPT is there. Okay, into this one everything is there, but for that we need some client packages and all concepts over there. I'll explain what is that, and then I'll let you know how does it work actually. So let it be start. Just let me log in. Okay, so let me try to log in into this one now again. So guys, inside PSE, it's changed actually. It's came on its default settings, which when we took the screenshot on the same one outside, inside, outside, this is okay, and make it okay. Okay, so let me log in it again here. So this is now. So go back with virtual routers and check it. Do we have any routes over there? We have default route. Let me delete this one, this once, and nothing else. That's it. Good. Now let's do it again. We'll take 2 minutes. Go to the objects. Go with the go to the networks. Go to the zones, and let me create here zone now. Inside, this is about virtual wire LAN. Okay, let me copy here and then assign into the virtual wire. This is done here. Let me add one more and one. This is sensor. Okay. Now This is then go with the virtual wire now and go with here NH wire. Okay, V wire, you can see V wire here. Now interfaces I'm not assigning. I have created it. That's it. Go to the now interfaces and make it as a V wire, and virtual wire is about NH wire. Security zone is about inside LAN. Make it okay. That is done. We go with the second one also, and let me go with the virtual wire, and let me go with the NH wire here. Okay, and this is the WAN over. One is for the LAN, one is for the WAN. That is done. Let me comment. Successfully committed, completed. Okay. After that, we have to create the policy. Okay. Because see, inter zone we have to create, because see, if I'm coming back to my inside router, and if I'm trying to ping with 10.1.1.1 self ping, I'm able to ping. And if I'm trying to ping with my gateway, I'm not able to ping. Means what I'm doing actually, trying to ping from here to here, so that is not happening because traffic is going like this way here. So always on the Palo Alto, you know, the inter zone communication is not there, so we have to enable the inter zone communication over there. Okay, so go to the firewall and create one policy there that is inside to outside. Let me delete all these policies. Let me delete it. And let me add in a policy here. This is about inside to the outside. Okay. Source and is all these things, any, I'm just keeping it. Allow. Action is also allow. Source zone. What is the source zone? That is about V wire WAN. This is the source actually. So, source address could be anything. Destination is about WAN. This is the WAN is the destination. Source is the LAN here, and that's it. Allow action. Okay. Okay. So vWire is about okay. That and this rule type is about interzone. Okay, between the zones. So I have configured it now. So interzone source is what you can see now. What is the rule name? Rule name is about interzone. It's from LAN to WAN. Any action allow. Committed. That is done. Hit count 0 right now. Go back to the inside router and try to ping with the 10.1.1.10. I'm able to. Can you see? I'm able to ping. So, and if you are coming back and if you refresh it, it counts 25. Okay. If you will disable this particular, let's consider, let me disable this particular rule here. Okay. I have disabled commit and commit it again. So now I have disabled it. So it means this rule is not there. The traffic will come to the firewall and there is a no rule for that. So by default, traffic will hit with these two policies and then it will be denied. Because interzone, it will be deny. And so deny means no packet flow, nothing will be there. So let it be complete once, complete it. And if you will try to ping now, I'm not able to. Okay. So go back again, enable your same policy. Go back here, enable the policy now. I have enabled it and commit. I get commit here and go back and then again you can ping over. So still if you will try, we are not able to ping. The still deployment is going on. You can see last two packet pinged. Okay. And now I'm able to ping. Got it? And coming back. So you can see now, and last time the hit count was 25. If you will refresh it, should be more than 35, 49 times. Done. So this is the concept of virtual wire. So now you can't configure. Can you see? Do we are not using any IP addresses on any interfaces. There is virtual wire, IP address none, nothing. Is there no routing table? Can you see? Virtual router, no. This is not required at all. The why it's not required, the reason is because Palo Alto I'm using as a firewall, not as a router. So virtual router is about routing table. So these two things are not required. That's so this is the concept of your virtual wire, or you can say the concept of transparent firewall. So now guys, if you have any doubt, if you have any questions for that, you can ask. Yes, guys, any questions, any doubt, anyone? No? Okay. Next concept is about global protect. Last topic. So what is the meaning of global protect here? So guys, these are the things. You can click the pictures here, okay, and these are the Palo Alto and all. You can use it. So right now I'm gonna be remove it all these. Let me go with the new things now. So just consider this is one of your Palo Alto here, okay. The concept is about, the concept name is about global protect, and that is known as client based VPN. Okay, and this is about, it's an, okay, this is a client based VPN. Actually, this is not a thing. This is the concept about remote VPN actually. Remote VPN is always divided into two parts. The first is about clientless VPN, which is about browser based, and that is also known as web VPN. And second is about your client based VPN, that is about global protect. Global protect is your one of the Palo Alto client, and otherwise we have AnyConnect or AnyConnect also there. This is about AnyConnect, and this is about your Cisco product, Cisco client. This is about Cisco client. This. So browser-based VPN, we have discussed that this is the browser-based VPN. If I'm opening here any site, let's consider that I'm going with a Cisco there, Cisco.com or Palo Alto. So you can see this one here. This is about HTTPS and this is secure actually. So right now, actually, I'm using one of the SSL VPN. I'm using right now VPN only. You are not aware about that because that is a browser-based VPN. Okay, but yes, when you are accessing any HTTPS site, so always we are using the VPN there, and that VPN is known as clientless VPN. Because here I don't need any type of client. I don't need any type of softwares. I can use it from my mobile also. I can use it from my tab also. I can use it from my laptop, my PC, anything over there. I need in a browser, and just then if you have browser and if you have internet, easily you can access. Client is not required. But what is the second option? The second option is that AnyConnect VPN over there. So guys, tell me one thing. If I'm using client-based VPN, so I can browse it actually. What I can do, we can browse it only. Okay. Guys, tell me one thing. Okay, this is, let's consider this is the Cisco site here. This is the on one server they are hosting this particular site. And let's consider I'm the network engineer, or maybe I'm handling that particular server and all. So guys, tell me one thing. If I have to do telnet, if I have to do SSH, so can I do it with the help of the browser? Can I do telnet or SSH via browser there? Is that possible for me? Telnet or SSH is possible for me via browser, guys? Is that possible? Guys, are you there or not? No, correct? That is not possible. So for that thing, let's consider this is you now, okay? Now, example is, let's consider this is your company's campus. Okay, this is your Palo Alto firewall, which you are using in your network. This is your Palo Alto firewall. This is the ISP now. Okay, and this is the one of the switch. Okay, and these are the some servers which is your company is hosting. These are the servers. Server connected with this one, server connected with this one, server connected with this one. This is with this one here. This is, sorry, this one. Now this is about follow. This is server 1. This is server 2. This is server 3 here. Now, these are the two guys. Just consider this is you and this is me. Okay, this is you and this. And this is. We are also connected with the internet. Okay. Now, the thing is, you have to access this server only, or you can say you have to browse the server. That's okay. And if I'm talking about, I have to do some configuration. I have to do SSH. Okay, and I have to do some configuration on that. I need SSH over there. So obviously, right now we are at the remote site. Okay, site-to-site VPN. I can't use it because morning you was in Delhi. Then after that you were in the in the evening you will in Pune. The next morning you will be in the Chennai. Next morning maybe you will be in the Bangalore. Means continuously you are changing your locations. Same it's for me as well. Today I'm in Delhi, on morning Delhi, in the evening I'll be in the Bangalore, maybe next morning I'll be in the Pune. Okay, so like that we are changing our locations and my IP addresses are getting changed continuously. 15.1 first was, then 16, 12.26.1, 18.1, and then 53.1. And after that, if I'm coming here, so this is about first 16.2, about 15 or 12.5, then about 89.5. So like this when our IP addresses are continuously changing here. So guys, if my IP, and here we have one fixed IP 200.1.1. Okay, so we have already done some DNAT over there with the 200.1.1.1 with server 1. Okay, and this is server 1, and on port number 5566, then 200.1.1.1.2. Sorry, 1 only. This is for the server 2. We have done about 9966, and then 200.1.1.1.1. This is about server 3, and this is about your 5588 here, guys. So guys, like this way you can see here. So these are the IP addresses here. So now let's consider you are in a user and you have to access these particular servers. You have to access server 1. Okay, so server 1, you have to access it. When you have to access server, so see, how will you access? You have to access it. What you will do, you will type your HTTPS and about 200.1.1.1 server 1. If you have to access it, then port number will be 5556. Port. This is the thing which you have to do. Okay, if you have to access second one, then you have to do HTTPS 200.1.1.1.1. Then is about 9966, and after that about HTTPS, then about 200.1.1.1. This is about your 5577. This thing. So you can access it via the browsers. But I have to do SSH with the help of HTTP or with the help of HTTPS. I can't do SSH and telnet over there. I need something else. And directly, if and let's consider, I'll do one thing. Yeah, I'll open my PuTTY here. Okay, PuTTY it's like one of the client. Okay, if I'm using here PuTTY, so and that if I'm trying to telnet over there, let's consider SSH, not telnet. We have to do SSH always. So let's consider 200.1.1.1 and at port number 5566 over there. I can do that things. That's not an issue, but that won't be insecure actually because there is no VPN. There is a no site to site VPN. Okay, I can't configure. I have option about remote VPN, and in the remote we have two options. This first is clientless, and what are the clientless? This is the concept of clientless VPN, and then we have option here only that is about full client here. Okay, so the question is, what is client here? The client is nothing. It's in a type of, you can say, packages or packages, or it's any type of software. These things happen. Okay. So now what we have to do here. So let's consider, is that up to here, guys? Any doubt? Any questions? Up to now, any questions? Any doubt? I hope everything is clear what I'm explaining, right? So now the thing is, okay, this concept clientless is not possible for me. I have to go with the client, full client only. So full client HTTP is not possible. Keep it on the another side because this is about the clientless. So now I have, so guys, now this is my laptop now. Okay. In my laptop, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to connect yourself with your firewall actually. There will be one tunnel will be there, but that is a clientless VPN type of things there. So one tunnel will be there between your laptop and between your this particular firewall. This one and this one. This is not the side to side tunnel, guys. This is your SSL tunnel, you can say. We are going to use here SSL this time. What are the protocol we are going to use? We are going to use SSL protocol here. We are going to use SSL protocol. Got it? Before that, if I'm here also, when we are using clientless, we are also using HTTPS. What does it mean as S means about, guys? SSL always. So here also we are going to use SSL, but this time, what I'm going to do, I have to download one client over there, and that client is known as your Global Protect. What is the client name? The client name will be GP over there, Global Protect. In Palo Alto, in Cisco, we have AnyConnect, but right now, this is about the Google Protect. What is the procedure of that? The procedure is, first of all, we have to do some basics configuration on this Palo Alto here. Okay. And then Global Protect. Global Protect is what? Global Protect is one of your client actually. That is type of package. Global Protect is type of package here, guys. Okay. Or you can say that is type of software. Okay. So what we have to do with the help of TFTP or otherwise with the help of FTP, file transfer protocol, you have to upload this particular package in your Palo Alto. Yes, separately we have to download, we have to pay. This is a license-based concept, and we have to upload into the Palo Alto. We have to upload it on PF. With the help of TFTP server you can use, otherwise file transfer protocol, anything you can use it. So once you will upload here, so what are the things? Then we have to do some basics configuration on that. And after that, we have to create one pool here. We have to create one pool actually. That is about IP pool actually of the private IPs. Let's consider I'm talking about here 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.10. So this is the one of the pool you have to create here. So what will happen now? See, listen it very carefully, guys. This is very important here. On this adapter, on this my particular laptop, guys, I have already one NIC card. I have already one NIC card. This is one of the NIC network interface card, and I'm using already one IP here. Let's consider I'm talking about public IP. I'm using 19.1.1.1, and this NIC card is connected with my internet because from here I'm getting the internet, and only one NIC card I have. So what happened after that? With the help of this NIC card, we have internet connectivity. Now, what we have to do the next is you have connectivity with internet, and now I have connectivity with that, and I'm connected with the Palo Alto. So the thing is now, I have to download Google Protect over here, and then I have to upload one Google Protect here. Even this downloading, do you know from where do you have to download it? The step number one, you have to upload here. The step number one, if I'm mentioning here, the step number one, let me mention here. The step number one, if I'll mention here, step one, upload GP on PA. Okay. Then step 2, basic config on PA. Okay. The step 3 is that browse a public IP 200.1.1.1 IP of PA from client PC. Then the step number 4 is about download Google Protect from Palo Alto there. Okay, on client PC. Got it? Then download it from there. And then step 5 is that it connect to Palo Alto via T. This is the thing you have to perform. So first of all, we have to do all these things, upload basic configuration in Palo Alto. So then see, right now consider it that you don't have any Google Protect here. You are doing it first time, very first time you are doing it. So what I have to do, first of all, you have to make sure that reachability should be there. The step number 1 from the client side, ping with 200.1.1.1.1. Once you will ping it, step number 2, HTTPS, browse 200.1.1.1.1. And once you will browse it, then download GP from PA. It will download one GP from here. Okay, it will download one client software. And once you will be download here, then in the corner, one GP will be there. And now this GP is permanent for you. This browsing, HTTPS, this is you have to do first time when you are accessing. So first time when you are accessing Palo Alto. First time you have to do this. That's it. Okay. And after downloading, once you will be download, then you have to open it and you have to connect it with 200.1. And then it will be there. And after that, it's about the connect. And when you connect with this thing, then it will make an SSL session with this PC to this particular Palo Alto. And automatically it will create one virtual tunnel interface here, and which is this part here. So this is what? This is your virtual NIC, okay, which will be automatically, NIC will be here, and here we will get one IP 192.1.10 over there. Means what will happen here? Automatically one NIC will be created here, and on this NIC card, we will get an IP address from this particular pool here. Got it, guys? So once you will try to connect, automatically one NIC card will be here. This is the virtual one, okay? And then IP will be assigned here. So one IP, one tunnel automatically will be here. One tunnel interface here, one tunnel interface here. Here it will be assigned IP as a 192.168.1.1. And now finally your tunnel will be here. So here it will be assigned IP as a 192.168.1.1. Okay, and this is .10 here, or could be anything from that particular pool which you have configured there. And now both are connected here, tunnels are here, and now you can open your putty, and once you will configure anything, that traffic will be travel via this particular tunnel. Then it will reach to the Palo Alto, and Palo Alto will forward that particular configuration. It will like this way, will forward that configuration to that particular server. So this is your secure way here. This is tunnel, but this is not site-to-site tunnel, because for site-to-site tunnel, we need fixed IPs on that. Okay, so this is the solution. But for this thing, we need license and all. So that's thing. There's a reason practical not possible, but you can see here, in case if you're working already on the Palo Altos and all, and if you have license, so you can try this thing. This one we have mentioned here. Okay, so all these things. So this is about network zones and all. This is about the corporate VLAN. One zone I have created. One interface is tunnel interface. Can you see on the Palo Alto? I'm talking about this interface here. This interface, tunnel interface one actually, and this is the tunnel interface 2, but automatically. Okay, so then you have to do this thing. Okay, self-signed certificate you have to generate. These are the steps over there. which you have to perform gas. That's it. So this is easy. You can see one pool is there. Pool, any IP, any network you can define. Make sure it should be from the private IP only, not the public IP. This is the pool actually over there. And after that, finally upload the client and I do it. So this is the concept of your global protect. Okay. So this is the concept of global. So we are done with Palo Alto, guys. Finish. So if you have any doubt, if you have any questions, so you can ask. Yes, guys, any questions, any doubt? Yes, guys, any questions, any doubt? Sure, live lab guides I'll upload it. Don't worry about that. Yes, up to yesterday, I have already uploaded all the videos and all. Okay, that's good. So today's videos also I'll upload it. I'll upload all the documents, whatever the this one workbooks I have, and then you can go through that and please practice it. You have already lab access. Okay, if you don't have any lab access, so please ask the trainer. Start your lab access, do your all the practicals and all. If you need any help, if you will stuck somewhere, just please let me know. You can call me, you can message me, or you can email me anytime. I'll be okay. Clear? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. So if you need any help, so just please ping me on WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Okay, so we are done with the Palo Alto today. Patch finished. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.